Hi everyone, my name's Jessica. This video is just going to be a little bit about me and who I am. So, most of you may know my name's Jessica Higgins, and I am highly involved in the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts in Lorain County. Also the Cub Scouts. Recently joined the Cub Scouts. I have 4 kids. I have a 12-year-old boy who is in Boy Scouts. I also have a 10-year-old daughter who's in Girl Scouts and Cub Scouts, a 5-year-old daughter that is in Cub Scouts now, and a 7-week-old. So as I do this video, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about myself and what things happen and who I am today and what made me who I am today. I am married. I have a husband of the past 10 years, been together for almost 12. So basically, I grew up in Columbus, Ohio, most of my life. Moved up here about 10 years ago. Before that, from Columbus, we moved to Florida for a little bit, and we started thinking that, we needed to find a home. So we wanted to build a house and all that fun stuff, and that didn't work out. So we bought a house, and as we bought a house, everybody thinks that it's all fine and dandy and it's stressful and all that fun stuff. And honestly, everybody has their own opinions. But if you know me, you've called me, you've heard my voicemail, or you've seen my motto that a house is built with walls and beams, but a home is built with love and dreams. And that motto means so much to me, to the point that a house is a house. A house is built with bricks and stones and, wood and windows, glass, whatever. But a home is actually built inside the house. A home is where your family is. A home is where you reside, where you do everything at. So I am a real estate agent. And for me to become a real estate agent, I had to do so many hurdles. So I grew up in Columbus. I went to high school. And in high school, I did have a baby, which some people want to say that it's a good thing and it's a bad thing, but it was the best thing that ever happened to me. In high school, I knew I wanted to do something with houses. And in high school, I decided to take basic construction as a vocationary education. And I figured, I was the tomboy person who wanted to do everything and not be the normal female that I grew up around. So I did the basic construction, and then after that I went off to college and I majored in architecture and minored in business management. After all that was done and finished, I basically met my husband, all that fun stuff, and moved around a little bit. And after I was thinking about some stuff, I'm like, I don't want to do architecture. I don't want to be around the builders. I don't want to do things like that. I want to be home. I don't want to do anything. I wanted to be the mom that stayed home and played with their kids and made this videos and everything and made sure they knew their ABCs by age 2 and be that type of mom who did all the DIY stuff. I'm still that type of mom. But on the flip note, I stayed home. My husband worked full time all the time. And I would have, a job here and there doing bartending or waitressing just to get out of the house, just to say hi to people, just to become an adult and have some me time. Before I had my second kid, my husband and I were buying a house. And this is where my real estate agent history came from. We ended up finding this, what we thought was a great person who had a great personality, who we didn't think would lie to us or anything. We bought a house down in Columbus. And basically, let's just say that the guy wasn't as honest as what we thought. You would think that someone who has a power to sell you something, as in the most important business out there right now, who will sell you a house, that's your house, that's your home, that's where you build everything, would be respectable and honest. And this guy apparently was not. So we move into this house, everything's freshly painted, everything. And right before I had my second child, I got sick. My husband got sick, my son got sick, to find out that there was black mold in the basement. And if you know anything about black mold, it makes you very sick. So as we talked to the neighbors, we found out that there was a fire in the basement of this house, or it's like the split level. So it was the lower level of the house. We found out that there was a fire and that water was sat in the basement or the lower level of the house for months and months. And finally it was removed and everything was fixed and painted and everything was fine and dandy. Little did we know that the agent, the buyer's agent that sold us the property, was also the listing agent, and he was the owner, and none of this was disclosed to us at all. So here I am thinking, later down the road, I wanted God to talk to me. I wanted to know what my purpose was in life, besides being a mom and a wife. I wanted to know what my purpose was. So I started thinking, I'm like, if there's agents out there that are that deceiving and are that manipulative, what can I do to make things better? What can I do as a human to make people see that there's not everyone who's corrupt? So I decided that I was going to go back to school and become a real estate agent. And as I was going through this, I was having my own tribulations and trials in my own life. I ended up losing my little brother and my aunt who raised me. So went to the school, got everything done. All my real estate classes done, took my test, all fine and dandy. And what people don't understand is I'm not a multimillionaire person who sells hundreds of homes a year. I'm not. I am someone who takes my time. I am someone who wants to make sure if you're buying a house that you get the right house for you. I'm not going to put you in a house that you don't like, that I wouldn't live in, or it doesn't meet your standards. I'm not in it to say, yes, this is perfect because I need to make money. Everybody has a job. Everybody wants to make money. I'm in it to prove to myself and to other people that things change. People change. Not everyone is deceiving. I don't want someone to be treated the way we were treated when we bought our first house. It was a very stressful situation to begin with. And so as a human, I try to make my buyers and my listing sellers feel that they're human too. They all have emotions. They all have wants and needs and struggles that they all go through. So I try to be the person who settles them down, makes them calm, explain everything from the get-go. I'm going to tell you how it is when you start to buy a house or when you're trying to sell your house. I'm not going to try to sugarcoat it. But I am going to tell you everything that I know. There's things that agents don't know out there, but there's also things that we do know that we need to disclose to you, and some agents don't, and some agents do. I am here to build more of a relationship with my clients, and basically everyone that I have dealt with in the past, I'm either friends with them, I see them on birthdays and holidays, and I invite them over for cookouts, and they're part of my family now. It's not just, hi, I'm Jessica, let me sell your house. It's, hey, how's it going? Your house looks wonderful, but this room smells like cat pee, so we're going to have to cover that up for a minute, okay? And when people come in, this needs to be cleaned up and whatnot. Or if we're walking through a house, I'm going to tell you, look at this. This is what I see. This is my opinion of it as a friend. I'm like, as your real estate agent, I'm like, I would need to get that checked out. So all my clients are now my friends. I might sell 6 houses, I might sell 12 houses, I might sell 24 houses. But whether it is 7 o'clock in the morning in the carpool lane at the school, or noon on a lunch coffee date with one of my clients or my friends, or 4 o'clock in the afternoon at the PTA meeting, Sundays at church or scouts, or 2 o'clock in the morning looking up houses for people, I'm always there, and I'm always going to be there. I'm one of those agents and a person and a friend that if you call me at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to be like, hey, is everything okay? And not, hey, I'm sleeping, what do you want? I'm going to be your friend, and if you just need someone to talk to while you're driving, or have a question about something, I don't get paid for being a friend, but I am a friend to almost everybody. I am that middle person. I don't like conflict. I don't like anything like that. So I am the middle person. But I am a mom first. My kids come first. My husband comes. And then I work. Some people have the job and they do it for the money. I do it because it's my life. That's what I want to do. I want to make things better for people and make things less stressful. So, how do I say this? The big thing in my life, one is God, my kids, my husband, my house, and my relationships. Everyone learns from their situations and learns from their mistakes, and I wouldn't change anything from my past because that's made me who I am today, and that's also making things better. I want to make sure that I am who I am, and I'm not going to change for anyone. And if it's not a right fit, it's not a right fit. But that's just what it is. So, like I said, my name's Jessica Higgins. I'm a mom of 4. I am a wife. I'm a real estate agent, a Sunday school teacher, PTA leader, Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts. I'm actively involved in the community. So that's just a little bit about who I am. So if you can, go below, subscribe, like the page. I understand this might be the first video, but I'm going to be putting things on here as in restaurants in the area and reviews and house listings and videos of walkthroughs and kids stuff and just my everyday life. And if you want to see some crazy stuff, just like the video. And subscribe because that's who we are. We like to have fun and enjoy company and just be crazy sometimes. A house with 4 kids and me and my husband and my 1,000 cats I have in my house. That's just what it is. So, subscribe, enjoy.